what's cooking today, Granny?
Well, today on Granny's Goodies, we'll be making a fresh cherry cobbler that everybody's gonna love.
Well, that sounds hard.
Well, actually, it's pretty easy. Anyway, the whole family can make it, and I'm gonna get you to help me.
That sounds great.
Okay, well, indeed it is. And here are the ingredients. You ready to make some fresh cherry cobbler?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna preheat the oven to bake at 375, and it takes a little while to warm up, so you want to do that first. Okay, here are the ingredients for the fruit. And cherry cobbler, this is the perfect time to have a cherry cobbler, the beginning of the summer. Yes, we'll be pitting these, and that's the fun part. Got to make sure the seed's out. Added to the fruit, we put a half a cup of sugar, a tablespoon of tapioca, and a tablespoon of vanilla extract. And then we squeeze a half a lemon over all this and let it just sit in its juices while we make the crumble top. So let's get started.
Yay!
Okay, let's get to work. First, take the stem out of the cherry and put it in the little trash area. And then you put it in the pitter, and you make sure that pit comes out, otherwise you'll be eating it. Perfect. And then you put it in the bowl where we're going to collect all of them. Thanks. Show us what we have here.
Well, here are the pitted seeds from the cherries right here. And remember, the cherries that you do not want to use are the ones that are very mushy. So remember, just throw those away. And even if you have them in there, they won't be that big of a problem.
And now we want to add all these goodies to pull out the real flavor of the cherries. First thing we want to do is a half a cup of sugar. There you go, all the way to the line. All right, and we're going to pour it over that, over the cherries. And then we want to put a tablespoon of tapioca right here. And that's the big spoon. The biggest spoon is a tablespoon. Or you can dig into it. There you go. That's good. That's a good idea. Pour it over that. And then a tablespoon of vanilla. It's not hard, is it?
Nope, my Granny Goodies.
Whoa, that's good. A little vanilla over that. Okay, let's squeeze the lemon. And it doesn't have to be perfectly all of it. Just squeeze it, not the seeds. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm going to get you to get a spatula over there, and we're going to stir it up. And let it sit while we make the crumble on top. Okay, stir it up all the way. Get all that sugar. Keep stirring it. Kind of flop it all around. Get all that. You see how good that's already starting to look? Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's starting to smell good too.
Yeah.
All right. All right, and that's the fruit part of the cobbler. Now we're going to stop and we'll do the crust. Okay, now we're going to put the crumble top, which tastes a lot like shortbread, and it's the best part. Here are the ingredients. It's a stick and a half of butter that we're going to melt, a fourth a cup of regular sugar, a tablespoon of powdered sugar, and then 2 cups of flour. We're going to measure them and put them all together now. So we'll take the butter and we're going to microwave it. And usually if you just do it for 30 seconds, that gets it melted enough. So obviously you take the paper off. And we put it in the microwave on high for 30 seconds. Okay, here's our melted butter. Now what do we do?
Well, we're going to get our imperial sugar or powdered sugar and put 1 tablespoon in and take it out like so. Might be a little messy. And then I pour it into the butter like so.
Yep, good. What else do you do?
We also have to get sugar,
Just regular sugar, right?
regular sugar, and we do either 4 tablespoons or 1/4 a cup. Either one will work. When we pour it to the line, we're going to do 4 tablespoons.
Yeah, 1/4 cup is the same as 4 tablespoons. So then we'll add that to our butter.
Maybe a little too much. Pour a little bit back in.
All right.
So we'll get the taste in it. That should be good. And pour it in.
And then what's left?
Well, this is what's going to be left. We'll have,
I believe it's our flour. So we're going to put 2 cups of flour. And that's what's going to make it really start being crumbly. Let's use this container back here.
this one?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's pour it in. And then there's a 2-cup line right there. It's kind of
tap it.
It's a little close to 500 milliliters, but I do 2 cups just to be safe.
That's right. And that's good to tap it too. That makes it go down a little bit more. Because we do want for the 4 2 cups.
Almost there. Just a little bit more.
Okay. And we're about done with putting all our ingredients together. Now let's throw it in. Now we'll get the spatula and we'll mix that together. And the thing I like about this is that you don't have to get a rolling pin out. You don't have to spread anything. You just get it so that it crumbles. So right now you can tell it's not mixed up. And the more we stir it and mix it up, it starts getting crumbly, getting all that good butter and sugar together. And then once it's crumbly, we're just going to put it on top of our cherries. But first we have to do a few things before we put the crumbly on top. Okay, good job. So here's our crumble top, all ready to go.
Delicious.
And it looks delicious. So what do we do next, Wagner?
So we get some of the, or like the paper from the butter, and we try to rub a lot of it on the bottom of the pan that you'll be using until you think, or you're satisfied with your care.
Yeah, so that way it just won't get stuck.
Yeah.
Now what are you going to do? How about let's put the cherries in? I'm ready to eat this.
Yes. So what you would do is pour all of it like so. Try not to pour it all too much at once so it doesn't go everywhere.
Let's get all the good juice out. Ready? Let's get all that good juice out because that's.
Yeah.
Can you get that, Wags?
Yeah, I can get.
Yeah. Perfect.
Great.
And now we're going to pat that down. Is that looking good or what?
Magnificent.
All even. And now we're going to get the crumble. And you just, all you do, Wags, is you just pick it up and you just start going like this.
Okay.
Start covering it all the way across.
Feels like plate it.
And kind of keep it, don't let it get too lumpy. Kind of make sure that it's pretty small. Pretty. There you go. There you go. All the way to the sides. And oh darn, if there's any left over, we'll have to make some cookies.
It's always good to have extra leftovers though.
Yep. It's kind of got smushed down, so let's keep it crumbly. Oh, we're almost there. Cover all those good cherries up.
And how thick do you want it to be?
Well, I like a pretty good crust because on top of that I usually put either Cool Whip or what?
Or ice cream.
That's it. So this crust is pretty important that we make sure everybody's bite gets a little shortbread or crumble crust on top.
Yes. Should we just fill in the gaps a little bit?
Yep.
Okay.
You
Move
know
it
what?
down.
We ended up not having anything left. I'm surprised. All right. So we go all the way to the corners. All the way to the sides, rather.
Always okay to have a little bit peeking out. It's always okay. That's how all the magnificent bakers have it too.
That's true. Okay, that needs to be covered up a little bit. Now we're going to put it in the oven for at 30 minutes, we're going to peek and see if it's starting to bubble and get browned and crusty. All right, so voila.
Amazing.
There is our fresh cherry cobbler. Wow. One more thing I like to do is sometimes I just like to put a little bit of butter on top of a cobbler. Just to get some of those good juices, make sure it's plenty juicy.
Yes.
So you add a little butter. And then we're going to put it in the oven. How's that sound?
Pretty good.
All right, let's see.
Let's bring it to the
That's about it.
So let's bring it over there.
Ready?
Yes. All right.
I'm going to put it in the middle.
It works very well if you preheat the oven, as done so in the very beginning. Okay, and let's wait and bake. All right, our cherry cobbler is done.
All right. Oh, man, it's bubbling. It's brown.
That looks amazing.
Oh, yeah. Let's let it cool off for a minute. Then we'll have some ice cream with it.
Yes.
I think we nailed it.
That looks amazing.
Okay, it's cooled off. I think we need to have just some baby tester servings. Don't you? Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Okay. And we'll save enough for dinner tonight. So we got these little ramekins here. Yum. And then we're going to, of course, put our little bit of ice cream on top. Make sure it's perfect.
And whipped cream.
Yes, we can put some whipped cream too. All right. So here's our ice cream. And there is our fresh cherry cobbler. And it was just as easy as